In today's video, we're walking through a beginner privacy checklist for UltraVPN and the 7 settings you should turn on right away. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you've ever installed a VPN, turned it on once, and assumed that you're fully protected, this video is for you. A VPN does not automatically handle everything for you out of the box, and a few default settings can quietly leave gaps in your privacy without you realizing it. What you're going to learn here is how to think about your VPN setup in a simple, realistic way. This is not about becoming a privacy expert or changing how you live online. It's just about making sure the basics are actually working so your VPN does what you expect it to. These settings matter because they help protect your connection on public Wi-Fi, reduce tracking, and give you more control over what happens to your data day to day. Now, let's get into it. We're going to go ahead and start off with the basics. So what is UltraVPN? UltraVPN is a virtual private network that helps protect your internet activity by encrypting your connection and masking your IP address. Without a VPN, your device connects directly to websites, apps, and networks, which makes it easier for your activity to be tracked, especially on shared or public Wi-Fi. When UltraVPN is turned on, your internet traffic is routed through a secure server before reaching its destination. This adds a layer of protection that helps keep others on the same network from seeing what you're doing online. It can also help limit location-based tracking by hiding your real IP address and replacing it with one from the VPN server. UltraVPN is designed to be approachable. You don't need technical knowledge to use it, and the app focuses on clear labels and simple options. That makes it a practical choice for people who want better privacy but don't want to deal with complicated settings or constant adjustments. Now, let's dive into some of the key features. So, one of the core features of UltraVPN is encrypted internet traffic. Encryption helps protect your data by scrambling it so it can't be easily read if intercepted. This matters most when you're on public Wi-Fi networks like airports, hotels, cafes, or shared workspaces. Another key feature is IP address masking. Your IP address can reveal information about your location and internet provider. UltraVPN replaces that with the server IP, which helps reduce tracking and profiling tied to your real location. UltraVPN also allows you to select server locations, and while this can sometimes affect connection performance, the main benefit for beginners is flexibility. Connecting through a nearby server often keeps things fast while still protecting your activity. The layout of the app itself is also important. Settings are easy to find, and most privacy options are not buried behind technical menus. That matters because a VPN only helps if people actually use it correctly and understand what they're turning on. Okay, now let's talk about the 7 privacy settings to turn on right away. The first setting to check is automatic connection. This controls whether UltraVPN turns on by itself when you connect to the internet. If this is off, your device may connect to a network before the VPN activates, which can expose activity for a short period. Turning this on helps make sure your protection starts as soon as you go online. The second setting is auto connect on public Wi-Fi. Public networks are one of the biggest risk areas for everyday users. Airports, hotels, cafes, and gyms all use shared networks, which make it easier for activity to be monitored. Enabling this setting ensures UltraVPN connects automatically when you join an unsecured network, instead of relying on you to remember. The third setting to enable is the kill switch. This is one of the most important but often overlooked VPN features. A kill switch blocks internet access if your VPN connection drops unexpectedly. Without it, your device may reconnect to the internet without protection, even if only briefly. Turning this on helps prevent accidental exposure if your connection changes or becomes unstable. The fourth setting is DNS leak protection. So DNS requests can reveal what websites you're visiting even if the rest of your traffic is encrypted. DNS leak protection helps make sure those requests go through the VPN instead of your regular network provider. This setting helps close a less obvious privacy gap that many beginners don't realize exist. The fifth setting to check is protocol selection if available. Some VPNs allow you to choose how your connection is handled behind the scenes. While, again, you don't need to understand the technical details, choosing the recommended or automatic option usually gives the best balance of security and stability. Avoid manually changing this unless you really know why you're doing it. The sixth setting is app auto launch on startup. So this ensures UltraVPN opens when your device turns on. If the app is not running, the VPN is not protecting you. Turning this on helps reduce the chances of browsing without protection simply because you forgot to open the app. And lastly, the 7th setting to review is location or server selection behavior. Some users manually change servers often, while others stay on one location. For beginners, sticking with a nearby server usually provides a more stable connection while still protecting your privacy. Constantly switching servers isn't necessary unless you have a specific problem. Okay, now that you understand how this all works in the big picture, let's talk about some pros and cons. You can decide if UltraVPN is worth it for you. So one of the biggest advantages of UltraVPN is how approachable it is. The app is easy to navigate and the settings are labeled in a way that makes sense for people who are new to VPNs. This makes it more likely that users will actually turn on the features that actually matter instead of feeling overwhelmed and doing absolutely nothing. UltraVPN also works well once it's set up. After you enable the right settings, it can run quietly in the background without requiring constant attention. This is helpful for people who want privacy protection without turning it into another daily task. On the downside, UltraVPN may feel limited to users who want advanced customization. If you enjoy adjusting technical details or experiment deeper network options, you may find fewer controls available. The trade-off is simplicity, which works well for beginners but may not satisfy more technical users. Okay, now let's talk about what the pricing actually looks like, because again, this is an important piece so you can decide if it's the right tool for you. If you want to save over 60%, we do have a link down in the description below. Once you click that link, all you have to do is click get the deal, and you can see they have a couple of different plans here. So they've got UltraVPN and UltraVPN Plus. UltraVPN is 64% off when you use our link, which brings it to just $2.99 per month. With this, you get 10 devices, 125 global locations, ultra-fast connection, unlimited bandwidth, no logs policy, kill switch and split tunneling, industry-leading encryption. And then we've got the UltraVPN Plus, which is saving you 52% with our link, which brings it to $3.99 per month for the first year. With this, you get everything in UltraVPN, but you also get antivirus protection, AI-powered safe browsing, application control, and eliminates malware. So choose a plan that best fits your needs. The beauty of UltraVPN as well is they do have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can always try it out risk-free. And if you decide it's not for you, that's also an option to get your money back. Okay, before we wrap up, I just wanted to touch on some bonus tips. So one helpful thing to remember is that privacy works best when it becomes routine. A VPN helps most when it's turned on consistently, not just occasionally. Getting into the habit of checking that UltraVPN is active before browsing can make a real difference over time. Another tip is to pay attention to what happens when you switch networks. Moving between home Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, and cellular data can briefly interrupt connections. Making sure your VPN is set to reconnect automatically helps prevent small gaps in protection. It's also a good idea to revisit your settings every few months. App updates, device updates, and system changes can sometimes reset options or add new ones. A quick review helps make sure everything still matches your expectations. And finally, remember that a VPN is just one layer of privacy. Being mindful of browser settings, app permissions, and account security works together with your VPN to create better overall protection. Now, is UltraVPN for you? UltraVPN makes sense if you want a beginner-friendly VPN that focuses on everyday privacy without unnecessary complexity. If your main goal is protecting your connection on public Wi-Fi, reducing tracking, and adding a basic layer of security to your online activity, it can be a really good fit. If you want deep customization, advanced controls, or very technical features, UltraVPN may feel limiting. In that case, exploring a more advanced VPN service could be a better option. The right choice really depends on how hands-on you want to be with your privacy tools. I know how confusing online privacy can feel, especially when it seems like you're expected to understand everything right away. But focusing on a few key settings is often enough to make real improvement without adding stress or overwhelm. If you want to check out UltraVPN and get the best price possible, don't forget to use our link down in the description below. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. This channel is dedicated to helping you stay safe online with clear and honest explanations. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already, and of course leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.